This is Late Night Lee Talks TV. I'm Late Night Lee and I talk reality TV dating shows such as Married at First Sight, Ready to Love, and Love is Blind, just to name a few. So if you do enjoy watching that type of content, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out when I upload a new video. Now, this particular video is going to be on Summer House Martha's Vineyard, and I want to talk about Jordan, Jasmine, and Silas. Okay. Now, Jasmine and Silas are married. Wasn't a fan of either of them last season because Jasmine came across like she was just bragging a lot about, being married and, needing married friends and having to make herself seem different different from the group. Now, here's the thing. I think all these women at one point or another have been booed up and have a bae. And, like they know what it's like to be in a relationship. So I think that it was a bit much. But come to find out, Jordan and Jasmine and Silas, they got engaged after 6 months of dating. So that was super quick. And it was like during the time of the, panini, C19. So everything moved really quickly. And it didn't seem like Jordan, who was Jasmine's best friend, that she really got a chance to see the dynamics of their relationship. And when you go from being on lockdown because of the panini, by the time, I guess, Jasmine was back outside, she was married. So they went from having party girl, fun girl Jasmine to conservative Jasmine. I'm married and I can't be doing that kind of stuff now, Jasmine. And you would think, okay, these women are in their late 20s, early 30s. They all should understand this life transition. Because to me, when I was in my mid-20s, I couldn't find nobody that wanted to even go to the clubs anymore. Like, people, like my friends were over going to the clubs. If we went to the clubs, it was because it was someone's birthday, like a special occasion. Other than that, it wasn't happening. So, of course, there's going to be a life change and transition when you're going into your late 20s and early 30s. People get more serious about their careers and, relationships, of course. A lot of people start having kids, marriage, all that stuff. Now, I would think that these intelligent Black women understand that and they know that. But it seemed as though it just seemed like a weird dynamic that Jasmine was trying to juggle last season. However, this season, the women completely just don't mess with Jasmine. It really seemed like Bria was the only one who did. And Jasmine did point out that Bria was one of the only other people in the group who came to Silas's going off party or going off ceremony. So, I don't have immediate family or friends that were in the military, but I guess, Silas had a going away party in a way, and Bria went. Now that to me, says a lot because everyone wasn't a big fan of Silas, but, just showing that support, I think, Jasmine really appreciated. But Jordan, of course, was not there. So Jordan and Jasmine, they get in the house, for season 2. And Jasmine explains, I haven't spoken to these women. I've reached out. Nobody has reached out to me. They go to events. They've gone on trips and they have not invited me. The dynamic has completely changed. And, at first, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I kind of felt like, Jasmine, this is what you wanted. You wanted to distinguish yourself from these women because you're married. And they distance themselves from you. So, I felt like she kind of got what she asked for in a way. But now I'm kind of seeing the other side of it. Based on all these episodes, people are really saying they feel like Jordan is jealous of Jasmine. And they feel like this. Here's one of the theories. They feel like in their friend group, Jordan was like the Beyonce of the group. She may have been the prettiest one, and she got all the guys. And however, it seems like Bravo, the network, they put Jasmine and Silas, they were the ones who were hosting. So they were kind of like the ones in charge. And, maybe Jordan was a bit jealous of that. And also, Jasmine is the first to get married. She got married very quickly after she started dating Silas, 6 months engaged, very quick. And now she's married. And now she also has this huge opportunity where she's kind of like spearheading or hosting this show. And that could come with jealousy. But, I didn't see this in season 1 because Jordan was so much of a, I don't want to be in a relationship. I want to be single. She wasn't interested in any of the men in the house, which was like, these are good looking men. Like, what's wrong? But she just was like, I think she was saying at the time she was celibate and she wasn't interested in dating, and that was fine. But this season, she is going through a lot. She mentioned that she has like alopecia. She's losing her hair. She's having to start wearing wigs now. And, as a Black woman, your hair is your crown. So to be losing your hair, that is a lot. And I do empathize with her on that 100%. But she also said that, she's single. And I thought, like, this is weird because last year you was all like, I don't want a relationship. I don't want you to fix me up. I'm good. I'm good being single. So this year, a year later, to be crying about everything in your life not going well and how you're single, I thought was interesting. When you see your friend, your former best friend who has the marriage, has this opportunity with this show, it's weird that maybe she feels as though Jasmine's life is progressing in a way that hers isn't. Now, Jordan was on Winter House, and people have been saying Jordan on Winter House is not the same Jordan that is on Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. They're they're like two different personalities. And people are saying, well, Winter House is more of a white cast and Martha's Vineyard is a Black cast. So they're wondering, like, do you treat white people differently as opposed to how you treat Black people? But I think she's going through a lot, but her personality has, to me, always been off-putting ever since season 1. And yeah, I am starting to think that there is some jealousy there. But, this is like a bigger conversation because when you see things happening in your friend's life and it's not happening in yours, being jealous is not cool. You have to be happy for your friend. You have to understand time and seasons. And you have to also know if it can happen for one person, it can also happen for you. So it's really, so many women, please comment down below as well if you've experienced this, but so many women have experienced friendships falling out because maybe their friend, maybe they're progressing and having big life events and their friend is not, and their friend may be being a little bit shady. And, when it came to Jasmine announcing her pregnancy, Jordan said in her confessional, oh, this is Jasmine's first pregnancy, first child, but, I don't know about Silas's. Like, she was throwing shade, like, well, I don't know if this is Silas's first kid. Like, girl, fully well, she was your best friend. She told you if Silas had a kid or not, or if he was ever married or anything like that before. Like, that's one of the first things we ask when our girlfriends meet somebody. Like, okay, who is he? What does he do for a living? Does he have any kids? That's like top 3, one of the first questions. She was throwing shade, and it does make people think she is jealous of Jasmine because Jasmine's life is progressing. Jasmine is apparently like supposed to really be the one hosting this show and hosting this trip, and Jasmine's married, Jasmine's pregnant, Jordan's single, and yeah. Let me know. Let's have a conversation in the chat. Let's have a conversation in the comments. Do you think that Jordan is jealous of Jasmine? Let me know if you've ever experienced this with a friend. I'd love to comment back, and let's get into it. How do you guys feel about the situation? Could it be that Jordan is jealous? Because Jordan hasn't mentioned anything in particular that Jasmine has done. So if she didn't do anything so egregious to you, why has your friendship dynamic changed so much? Yeah. Comment down below with your thoughts. I'd love to hear it. If you made it this far, please go ahead and do me a favor and like the video. Subscribe to the channel. And if you comment, I'll comment back. We'll have a discussion. This is Late Nelly Talks TV. I'm Late Nelly, and I'm signing out.